Hello, my dear children. Welcome back to another storytelling session. Are you wondering which story I'm going to tell you today? Well, I got to know that most of you children love to listen to animal stories. So that is why I will be continuing with a few more Panchatantra stories. And the name of today's story is The Cunning Hare and the Witless Lion. So shall I begin the story? Long, long ago, there was a very big jungle which had lots of animals in it. And this jungle had a king. Can you all tell me who was the king? Yes, it was a lion. But do you know what was the name of this lion? His name was Basuraka. But children, this lion was very cruel. He used to kill so many animals without any reason. Sometimes he used to kill it because he was hungry and he wanted to eat them, and sometimes he would kill them just for the sake of fun. So all the animals in the forest were so scared of this lion that they could not roam freely in the jungle. So one day all the animals came together and they had a meeting. And they decided that they'll propose a plan to the king of the jungle. So all the animals went to the lion and they told the lion, "Dear king, you are killing far too many animals than that is necessary. You need only one animal for your food every day, but even then you are killing so many of us. We are all dying for no reason. So that is why we are putting this proposal in front of you. From today onwards, you don't have to hunt any of the animals. Instead, every day we will be sending one animal to your den so that you can kill the animal and eat it for your food. But in return, we want your promise that you are not going to hunt any more animals from today." So the lion thought for a while. He thought that this was a very good proposal because the lion didn't have to work hard to hunt for the animals. He could sit and relax in the den and the food will come to him by itself. So the lion agreed to the proposal and he told the animals, "That is fine, but please remember that if you do not send one animal every day, then I will be killing all other animals in this jungle." So after agreeing for this proposal, all the animals used to get together every day and they used to draw lots. They used to draw the lots to select which animal will be selected to be offered to the king. But do you know what is drawing lots, my dear children? So let us assume that there is a class full of children and you want to select one child among them. So how will you select? If you call out the name of one child, all the other children will feel very sad, isn't it? So that is the reason what we do sometimes is we take a very big bowl and inside that we will be putting pieces of paper, and each one of this piece of paper will have a child's name in it. And we will be folding this paper in such a way that the name cannot be seen outside. And then you will shuffle the papers and we'll ask someone to pick one of the paper from that particular bowl. Whichever child's name comes in that paper will be selected. So this is called as drawing lots. There are various ways in which drawing lots can be done. For example, you can hold several sticks in your hand, out of which one of the stick is going to be small. But you are holding the sticks in such a way that the other people cannot see which stick is short and which stick is long. So each one of the people around you will have to pick a stick from your hand, and whoever gets the shorter stick will be the one who is selected. So in the same way, you can do this drawing lots using any other objects. The only rule will be that one of this object has to be unique and all other objects have to be the same. So the animals used to do the same thing. They used to draw lots to select one of the animal who will be offered to the king. Many days passed like this, and every day when one of the animals were offered to the lion, all other animals were confident that the lion is not going to kill them, so they were roaming freely in the jungle. And one day, while drawing the lots, a hare was chosen. So this hare was very sad and he didn't want it to be offered to the lion. So he started walking towards the lion's den. but he was so sad that he started walking very slowly. And as he was walking, he saw a very big well nearby. And he just peeped into the well to see what is inside. And the well was half filled with water, and the hare could actually see his own reflection in the water. Immediately, there was an idea that stuck into the hare's mind. The hare thinks, "Wow, I've got such a brilliant idea. I'm going to use this plan and I'm going to kill the king." So thinking this, the hare started walking even more slow. And finally, when he reached the lion's den, the lion was very angry because he had waited for the entire day for food and he was very, very hungry and there was no food for him. And finally, when he sees a very small hare coming towards him, he gets even more hungry because the animal was so small and his tummy will not be full just by eating such a small animal. The food was not sufficient for him. So he angrily scolds the hare. "You are such a miserable animal, and I am so angry with all other animals today that they have sent such a small animal to be offered as food to me, and that too you have come so late in the day. So first I am going to eat you and then I am going to kill all other animals in the jungle." So the hare says in a very sad voice, "Oh dear king, please listen to me. The reason why I am late today is not because of my fault and it is also not because of any other animal's fault. Please listen to what I am going to say and then you can decide what you want to do next." So the lion says, "Okay, fine. Tell me what happened and immediately I am going to kill you and eat you. I am very hungry." So then the hare says, "My dear king, all other animals knew that I am a very small animal to be offered as food to you. So they had actually sent 4 other hares with me to be offered to you. But as we were coming, we met another lion who caught hold of us. And the lion wanted to eat us. And that is when we all begged to the lion and we said that, 'Please do not eat us. We are going to be offered as food to our master and he is waiting with hunger over there. So please let us go.' And this lion got very angry and he started saying that, 'Who is this other lion you're calling as king? He is no king to this jungle and he is not your master. I am the true king to this jungle. So from tomorrow onwards, all of you will be offering food to me instead of to the other lion.' And the hare continues to say, 'And this other lion also called you as an impostor, and he said that if you want to really prove that you are the king of the jungle, you should go and fight with the other lion.' So he has kept the 4 hares with him as hostages, and he sent me to you to convey this message." Hearing this, Basuraka got really angry. He said, "Who is this other lion you're talking about? There is only one king to this jungle and it is me. Take me to that lion at once and I'm going to kill him and prove who is the real king of this jungle." Hearing this, the hare gets very happy inside, but he doesn't show it. The hare says, "Sure king, I can take you to that other lion. But please remember, this lion stays in a very strong den. And it is very difficult to attack an animal which is staying in a strong den. And furthermore, I have seen this lion myself. He looks like he's stronger than you and he is more powerful." Basuraka got even more angry. He said, "This is none of your concern. All you need to do is take me over there and watch what happens." Finally, the hare takes the lion to the well and the hare tells Basuraka, "Oh dear king, I now realize how strong and powerful you are. Even this other lion got scared of you and he went inside and hid himself in the strong den. And here is that strong den." Basuraka is even more angry now. So he immediately peeps into the well and what he sees is his own reflection. And Basuraka was so angry that he could not think properly and he assumes that whatever he is seeing in his well is not his reflection but it was another lion. So he gets very furious and he roars very loudly. But children, can you tell me what happens when someone screams into a well? Yes, we hear our own voice back. And what do we call this? We call this as echo, isn't it? And we also experience this kind of an echo in mountains, isn't it? So when Basuraka roared very loudly into the well, he heard his own roar coming back to him, but he did not understand that it was his echo. Instead, Basuraka thinks that the other lion is also as powerful as him, and even he has roared so loudly back to him. So Basuraka immediately jumps into the well to catch hold of the other lion. But Basuraka doesn't know how to swim, so he drowns and he dies. Now the hare was very happy, and he runs as fast as he can to the jungle, and he meets all of the animals and he tells them that he has killed Basuraka. All the animals started dancing with joy, and they were so happy that they need not be scared in the forest now, and they can roam around anywhere they want at any time they want, and there was no other lion in the jungle who could kill them. So this finishes today's story, my dear children. So what did we learn today? We learned that the size doesn't matter when you are in trouble. Doesn't matter how small you are or how weak you are, you can always use your wit to overcome this situation. Like for example, the hare is a very small animal when compared to the size of the lion. But even then, the hare was able to fool the lion, and the hare was able to take the lion to believe that there was another lion staying in the well. So the hare was using his wit and not his strength to escape from that situation and to save his life. The same thing will apply to us. So whenever there is trouble, we don't have to use our strength all the time. We can even use our wit to overcome that situation and the trouble. So did you like today's story, my dear children? If so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you all in the next video, my dear children. Bye bye.